I always get asked or see a lot on forums what people do with their spent grain. Well, I thought I'd just share with you guys. This is what I use mine for. All this lot, as you can see, I've already come up with it. They know what they're expecting. They know what's coming. So yeah, I'll just give it to my chickens. Some people make dog biscuits and all this sort of stuff, but you know, in the vain hope that one day get beer flavoured eggs maybe. But yeah, there you go. And there you go, some very happy chickens. So while I've been up the garden, obviously doing the chickens, you'll see those up there. Obviously, kiddies trampoline. Every house has got one. Treehouse thing. While I was up the garden, taking the grains up for the chickens and stuff, I thought actually we'll stop off in the shed on the way down, and I'll show you one of my brew fridges. This is the most recent one that I want to say build, but actually there's nothing really to build with these things these days. Mainly with a new-ish product out by Inkbird that actually I think solves a lot of problems. A lot of people I get asked a lot of questions about, which is how do I make a temperature controller? So I have a brew fridge at home, but actually with one of these there isn't really oh, mind the light, there isn't really much to do. So let me just spin you around. So this is fairly standard full height larder fridge. Get two fermenters in here, which is just genius. I've got nothing in here at the moment, but that means you can get two fermenters, which means you can get through a lot more beer. Now everyone talks about heaters and fans and this, that and the other. I just use a hairdryer. It's perfect. It blows the heat round. Yeah, it does. There you go. Let's see, as soon as I open it, temperature drops. You can see the temperature probe just there at the back, look. And obviously it gives you chilling, because obviously the thing will cool down when it gets too hot. But the new thing I've been using recently is one of these, which is actually basically a pre-built temperature controller. So you know, like the STC 1000s that you see everyone going on about and stuff. Well, this is basically one of them in a really nice, really well made. I mean, I'm an electrician. You know, I don't see the point in trying to make a controller anymore when I can buy one of these for like 24 quid. A normal controller's like 15 quid, and it comes with, on the end of it, your two sockets here. You can't see them because they're underneath the sockets, but one says heat, one says cool. Obviously you plug the fridge into the cool and the hairdryer into the heat. Stick the temperature probe, which is this little bad boy, which comes off the bottom of it. The other lead that comes out of it, you just put into some power, put the temperature probe into your fridge, and there you go. Bob's your uncle temperature controlled fridge. You can set all the good stuff in here, hysteresis, temperature control points. So I've got this set for, I think 19 degrees, is it? I think it'll kick off at 19. There you go, job done. Well, there you go. You know, I don't see why people are bothering with, you know, having to build stuff in electrical diagrams now these days. You've got one of these, so yes, there you go. This is one of my brew fridges. Bought the fridge on eBay, I think like 26 quid or something. What more could you want? Job done. Well, this is where the porter will be going shortly. I just thought I would have shown you the last hop edition, but it's just decided to lash it down with hailstones. It's still hailing, and I didn't press the button on the thing. Oh, here we go, it's backing off now. Yeah, weather to contend with while brewing. Okay, now we've finished the boil. We've just got that last hop addition just steeping for a little while before I start to chill. So I just like to let it steep, keeping above kind of 82 degrees I think it is, just for a quarter of an hour, just to give a real chance for the for those aroma hops to get working, and then we'll hook the chiller up, and then we'll get going. Probably while it's raining, or hailstoning, or snowing, or sun shining. Could be either. Right then everyone, it was a bit of a manic few kind of 20 minutes there, kids and God knows what. But anyway, so we're finished, we're chilled, and we're, oh hello. So yeah, so we're finished, we're chilled, we're in the fermenter. Actually I'll just show you actually, in a sec. So yeah, we're finished, we're all into the fermenter, not done too bad, around about 20 litres, maybe a little bit more. It's at a funny angle, so it's pretty much bang on. I think the final gravity's come out around about right. I use, even though I've got a hop guard, I use a thin little sieve like this, because look at the trub that it catches that comes out the kettle before it goes in the fermenter, which is always good. Quick look inside, there it is. So that's my, this is an actual Braumeister stainless steel chiller. Hop guard has kind of done its job there, and so has the protofloc. It's carrageenan. It's a quart boatloads. Quite a bit of wastage I've noticed in this in a Braumeister, but then again it's catching all of the trub. So yeah, so just while the yeast is going to finish settling out, this is going to go into the fermentation fridge, and then the cleanup begins. Well, okie dokie everyone, looks like the starter has just started to subside now, so it's not at high krausen and it's not banging away, fermenting as hard as it was. From what I've read and from what I worked out, you've got two ways of doing it. You can either drain off the extra liquid and pitch it when it's right at high krausen, when it's going absolutely crazy, or you can wait till it just goes on the other side and it just starts to subside, and it's actually, I like to do this because I think the yeast cells are built up more of a store, so when they get transferred they've got more chance of doing it. Oh, look out, kids are coming back. So yeah, so I'm gonna drain the liquid off, and we'll yeah, pitch it. So I'm gonna drain the liquid off to the yeast, which is settled across the bottom. There's a good old bit of yeast in there. There's actually still some in the krausen at the top there. So when you crop your yeast in, when you're fermenting properly, this is the best place to take it from. But most of us take it from down here, like me. But I'm going to try and capture that in the slurry that I'm going to pitch. So I'm going to try and do this two-handed if I can, so you can see it. But I'll show you the result if not. I think that will do. Otherwise I'm going to start losing loads more of the yeast, I think. And actually, I've read somewhere that as long as you're not pitching more than 5% into the volume you're going into, so this is probably 600-700 ml going into sort of 20 litres. So might just try and see if I can just drain off a little bit more. There we go. Right, let's give that a good old mix. Let's put the put a lid back on, try and keep this as sterile as we can, so that you can see that now. I'm going to try and capture all of the all of the crowdiness at the top. Sterility is the number one for this game. Get it all into suspension, and there you go. There's our See, I've managed to capture most of the krausen in there as well, I think, because I think that'll that's where the really good high flocculating and hungry yeast are, as well as all the yeast that we've got in the bottom there. So I think if I make sure I pour it out that side to catch that last little bit, I think we're there. So let's go and pitch it. So here we are, yeast starter. So I've just taken this out of the brew fridge I just showed you earlier. So yeah, 20 litres of West Coast porter. Hopefully that'll should be quite good. We're going to try and pitch this. I think, unfortunately, to maintain sterility, I'm not going to be able to do this and show you, because I'm going to have to put this down otherwise, and I don't really want to get this touching anything. So you'll just have to trust me that I've poured it in, and yeah, I'll see you afterwards. So that's the yeast starter now pitched. That's been pitched at 10 o'clock on Mothering Sunday. So what we might do is we'll come back in 24 hours, and I'm hoping that this little bad boy here should be bubbling away quite nicely. I usually get quite a quick start, particularly with this sort of porter recipe, but then also with a good active starter. So yes, job done. Okay, so here we are 24 hours later after pitching, and let's see what kind of activity we've got in the old brew fridge. What we got going on here? I would say that's pretty darn good, and actually we've even got a krausen forming as well, so we're actually beyond cell production stage, and we're actually into a complex sugar breakdown. So I've opened the door, let's say I've kicked the heater off, so but yeah, so that I would say is a definite success. So there's a krausen there. That's a definite success from a starter point of view. Job done. Right, well, we'll see this in about 7 to 10 days.